Hi, I'm Chris, and today we're printing an image by Bex Aston, photographer I've been working with recently. It's on 645, so now let's set the negative up. Okay. So we'll just position the negative and just a little bit of tape on the film next to it. Right, so let's go and dust that. So now we're just going to frame up and focus. Okay, so today I'm actually printing this one with just nice white borders with no key line around the edge. So usually everything is printed with a key line, but not this image today. It's going to have nice clean edges. Okay, so everything's set up, it's in focus, it's framed nicely, got a good starting filtration, and let's do a test. So this is just the test on the wall. And his first test, as you can see, it's a bit green and a bit dark. So now I'm going to make some adjustments. I'm going to reduce the exposure, make it lighter, and add a little bit of magenta into it as well. So I'm just reducing it by 10 magenta, taking the time down to 12 seconds from 15. Okay, let's do a test. Okay, so here's the next test. Now it's a little bit too light and probably a little bit too yellow, maybe. So I'll reduce the yellow, which means increasing the yellow filter by maybe 7, and take it a tiny bit darker as well. So I'm going to go to 13.5 from 12 now. So here's the next test. So as you can see now, we've gone from the green first test to the yellowy light test, and now we're getting something that's looking really beautiful. The blues are really standing out, the skin tone is looking great. For this one, what would work really well would be a slightly warm pre-flash. So I'm going to go for something like this. So slightly warmish, and that should work really well with the skin tones. So here's the pre-flash test. You can see where my finger is, or where my whole hand is. That's without pre-flash, and it's with pre-flash. So we're getting a little bit more detail in the shadows, more detail in the highlights, but I think I've maybe overdone the flash a little bit. So I'm going to reduce the flash down by maybe 15%, and let's do another test and see what that looks like. Okay, so here's the next test. You can see now this is a little bit less pre-flash. So it's a bit less flat, it's a bit contrastier, the hair's looking great. So I think now we're ready for a full print. So let's do a full print with that flash on it, and let's just see what that looks like. Okay, so here's the first full print. So this is a time when you can actually just check the outer parts of the image that you haven't seen on a test to see if you need to do any burning and dodging. I think burning and dodging on this one is fine. The pre-flash is looking great, it's making it quite tonal, the blues are very good, it's filling in the highlights, nothing's too burnt out. We've got really nice shadow detail going on here. I like the warmth of the image. It's sort of a slightly yellowy green warm rather than a sort of orangey, which I really like. So I think we should try a little bit of diffusion on this one. So diffusion means placing a piece of frosted glass, anti-Newton glass this is, in between the lens and the image for a certain amount of time. So that will soften the image. So I'll just go and do a print like that now. So I think diffusion would work really well on this one. Okay, so this is the next print. This is with a tiny bit of diffusion. So now that's softened the image very slightly, the skin looks great. It just adds a slightly dreamlike quality to the image, which is not suitable for everything, but on this it looks beautiful.